We're looking into a topic on which is assignment model. Assignment model is the what? Is the representation in which the workers represent the sources and job represent the destination. For sources and destination, that is from origin, from the starting to destination. We call type of a model is assignment model. In assignment model, we have balanced and unbalanced type. When we talk about balance, a balanced type is a type that is the order of the matrix are equal to each other. That is, if row is equal to column, we call it balance. And if it is not equal to each other, we call type of assignment problem as what? Unbalanced. So here we be considering how to solve an assignment problem. When we have an assignment problem, how can we solve it? Solving an assignment problem, we are going to use solving it by what? By using a method called Oganya method. We call it as an Oganya method. Oganya method. In solving this assignment problem, solving Oganya method, this method is generated by an hungry man. So that's why we call it that's why we call it assignment. When we are considering Oganya this method, so what are the steps to consider when using Oganya method to solve it? So our first step is steps in solving assignment problem. Minimization cost. You know, when you have minimization, you minimize cost, and when you have maximization, you maximize what? Profit. First is what? Ensure the problem is balanced. That is, the row must be equal to the column. That's a square matrix. Remember that I said it before that when we talk about a balanced type and unbalanced type, when you have a balanced type, it means the row must be equal to column. For example, if you have a workers A, B, C, D, and we have a job. Let me say A, B, C. Let's say this one. On another job, we have 1, 2, 3. That is on job. What do we have on job? We have on A, on B, we have 20. Here we have 10. Here we have 15. Here we have 8, 6, and 5. Here we have 2, 7, and 9. So something like this. If you check the number of row here, this is row 1, this is row 2, this is row 3, this is column 1, column 2, column 3. You can see that what the order of this matrix, is n cos n. You know what we have n cos n or m cos n, that is they are equal. The number of this row is equal to what? The number of what? Column. So this type of matrix is what? 3 by 3 matrix. The row is equal to what? Column. The number of rows in column, we call it a what? A square matrix. So a square matrix is a matrix if the number of row is equal to what? Number of what? Column. So we can call this one. So step in solving what? In solving assignment problem using Ogaya method is what? First step is what? You have to check if it is a balanced type. That is, if the number of rows is equal to what? Number of column. And if it is a balanced type, so you cannot go on. So the next step is to what? To subtract the minimum element from all the elements in respective row. Also do the same for column. So you have to subtract what? First step is to what? Second step is what? Next step is to what? You have to reduce the rows, the element of rows and element of column. So in reducing the element of column, that is in respective rows and what? Column. This is our row here, this is our row here, this is our row here. Our row is horizontal, our column is what? Vertical. So the numbers of what? You have to reduce this row. First row here, row 1 here, which is 8, you have to reduce it by what? By subtracting it from what? From the least element or smallest element. You can call it minimum element, you can call it least element, you can call it what? Smallest element. And for you reducing the numbers of what? For you reducing this row, it means what? You subtract the minimum element from all the elements in respective row. You have to do it for rows. Here is what? Is what? 865. The minimum element here is what? 5. You have to subtract this row, the numbers of what? The element of this row from the what? We have to subtract the minimum element, which is 5, from the element of this row. Respective columns, row, respective row. You will do the same for what? Column as well. So this is our column, which is what? Vertical. 28 and 2. What is the least element or smallest element of minimal element is 2. So we have such as 20 minus 2, 8 minus 2, 2 minus 2. In doing this, it means what? You are reducing the what? Numbers of the what? Numbers of column. So that's what about that. So you are subtracting the minimum element from all the elements in respective row. Also do the same for column. The next step is to what? To cover all the zero by vertical line and horizontal line. That is, you draw a minimum element. Since you have done with that, you have to cover you have to cover it. Since you have done with this, so the next step is what? You have to cover where you are going to see zero here, you will cover it by drawing a vertical line and horizontal line. And if there is no solution, select the small uncovered element and subtract the number of all elements at half known that all elements at half numbers of all elements that have low line to them that have low line to them that have low line to them. So the aims is what? For you to determine the optimal solution is your minimum number of lines that you draw, either vertically and horizontally. It must be equal to the what? To the numbers of what? Assignment problem. That is, the numbers of lines that you draw must be equal to the order of the matrix. Remember that this is what? Order of this matrix is what? 3. Order 3, that is 3 by 3. And the number of lines that you must draw must be also 3. And if your line that you draw is not up to 3, maybe if it is 2, it means what? You have to continue. That is what? You have to select the small uncovered element and subtract the elements from and subtract the numbers from all elements that have the line through them. But if the numbers of line that you draw is equal to 3 and the order is 3, it means what? You have determined the optimal solution and the optimal solution is achieved. So you are not going to consider these steps. You are stopping from there. So, and if your optimal solution is not achieved yet, you have to add this to the number at the point of intersection of two lines. When I talk about point of intersection, is like where the lines meet. If you have something like this, point of intersection, if you draw a line here, this is what? Vertical, this is horizontal line. This is the point of intersection where the line meets. So the element that is there, you are going to add it by the smallest element, that is the minimum element, that is what? That is uncovered. I'm going to add it with the number that is there. And another one again I want to explain is that in this, remember that in step 1 I said that what? You ensure that the problem is balanced. If the problem is not balanced, suppose we have something like this, our workers is, suppose we have here, suppose we have something like this, we don't have C, we don't have C here. Suppose we have something like this. How many if, how many rows here? This is row for this is what? Row 1, row 2, column 1, column 2, column 3. What type of balance is this? It is not balanced. It is what? Unbalanced assignment problem. That is the row 2, row 1, that is the row is not equal to the what? That is row is not equal to what? Column. So for you to make the row to be equal to column, you have to add a dummy value to it. When you talk about dummy, dummy means adding zeros. So for this one to be balanced, you have to add 0 to here. I'm going to add 0 to here. Add 0, add 0, add 0. If you add 0 to here, it means it will form another row. It is a balance type. If you check down, this is what? Column 1, column 2, column 3, and row 3. You can see that I've turned it to what? Balance type. So this is how what? This is how step in solving any assignment problem by using Ogarian method, and you consider these what? These steps. You can make screenshots for this. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Whenever I drop a new video, you'll be notified. Thanks for watching.